Hey, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the channel. Putting fine out to like our today's video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Fred Okengo Matiangi yesterday made that appearance in the Jubilee NDC, which was not received very well by some members in the opposition. Advocate Njeru was in Spice FM, where he made allegations that Matiangi is not a person you can look into the eyes and trust him. And of course, there were a lot of allegations from various supporters, especially of DCP, who were claiming that they could not trust Matiangi's move to join Jubilee party. Listen, and also in that NDC of Jubilee, the party leader Uhuru Kenyatta came out and clearly said that onwards, he was going to move and consult with the people on what direction the Jubilee party could take, which was an indication of him trying to say that he was going to support Fred Okengo Matiangi presidency for 2027. Now, this is one of the things that have really created a very great contention. Now, we want to look into why do some people in the opposition fear or are not comfortable with Matiangi joining Jubilee party. And further ado, let's get into it. But if you're watching for the first time, always must subscribe, like this video, and you can drop a comment in the comment section. Now, reason number one, especially the DCP party members and principals. The moment Matiangi will be given the flag bearership of Jubilee party, that one will be the beginning of the greatest competition between DCP and Jubilee in the Mount Kenya region. Remember, the Jubilee party is a party that has 7 million supporters, and a good number of these supporters, especially almost 40%, come from the Mount Kenya region. The moment they will give Matiangi the presidency, then he's going to be very strong in the Mount Kenya region, and secondly, he's going to receive the support of the party leader Uhuru Kenyatta. And yesterday in that NDC, Uhuru even was there saying that in 2022, I warned you. When people were coming out with the allegation of the Asla narrative, the dynasties, and Uhuru Kenyatta said that I warned you, it doesn't matter where somebody comes from, it matters what that person will do. If he's going to move with that slogan to the Mount Kenya region, telling the people of the Mount Kenya region that in 2022 you never listened to me, now you have been beat hard, it's time you listen to me and support Fred Okengo Matiangi, then a good percentage of the people in the Mount Kenya region are likely to support Fred Okengo Matiangi. The second reason why a lot of people are not comfortable with the joining of Matiangi to Jubilee side is that if the opposition doesn't give Matiangi the flag bearership, tuseme imefika ile siku ya kudecide nani anachukua ushukani ya the opposition, and it happens that that candidate is not Fred Okengo Matiangi, then Matiangi with Jubilee party can have that push from the Jubilee party, from Uhuru Kenyatta, from Jeremiah Kioni. You saw all that support that was there, and other people will be joining and other parties to run for presidency against the person who will be joined or be selected by the opposition, because that's also a possible scenario. If Matiangi will feel that he has been denied that flag bearership honestly, then he can decide to run for the opposition, and that's something that is highly likely to be possible, because if the opposition, other principles are going to lean against Kalonzo Musyoka, then Matiangi feels aligned. He dares to run for presidency alone. Now, what impact does this have politically? If Matiangi runs for presidency alone, remember that the other side, or the other principals, will be standing with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who will be picking a running mate most probably from the Western region. Matiangi will have that chance to pick his running mate from the Mount Kenya region, whoever will be, but from the Mount Kenya region. Now, this one is going to make one of the biggest division of the Mount Kenya vote, because at that moment, the Mount Kenya region, the other side of Kalonzo, they will not be given the running mate, they will not be given the presidency. But if Matiangi comes with the support of Uhuru Kenyatta, Jeremiah Kioni, and the other people we saw yesterday, and on top of it, now picks his running mate from the Mount Kenya region, then he's going to be very strong. He's going to be very strong, and he's going really to eat into the opposition vote. So it's also a tactical move to ensure that they bear Matiangi from getting that popularity ahead of them making the decision of who is going to be given the flag bearership of the position. Ladies and gentlemen, the other reason is that Matiangi, some principles in the position, like Advocate Njeru said, that they had made an initial agreement to go back to their own counties, own regions, seek support from those regions, and then finally come to the table to make a discussion when they are coming with their own backers. But that doesn't seem to work with Fred Okengo Matiangi, because Fred Okengo Matiangi comes from only 2 counties that merely add up to 1 million votes. In 2022, Kisii and Nyamira had only 600,000 votes. If you pin Matiangi back to Kisii and Nyamira, then you will really be underrating or reducing his popularity. And Matiangi has shown that he is not willing to take that direction, but is willing rather to seek support from the entire nation. And that's why opinion polls, even an opinion poll that was done by TV47 yesterday, it's been running from yesterday, it shows that Matiangi is the leading candidate with about 39% of the total opinions that have been cast. And a lot of opinion polls have been even indicating that Matiangi is one of the popular candidates in the opposition. And now the greatest fear of the opposition principles is that Matiangi is liked by the people of the Mount Kenya region. If you go to Murang'a, if you go to Nyeri, if you go to Kiambu, you will get Fred Okengo Matiangi supporters. And if Matiangi moves on that way, by the time they are getting to the negotiation table, Matiangi will be very strong. If they deny him the flag bearership, then he will go to the option that we have said of running independently and cutting into the opposition support base. The last thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that DCP is one of the parties that will be most affected by Matiangi joining Jubilee Party. Because if Matiangi joins Jubilee Party, then it only means that he is going to attract potential candidates to run for various positions in the Mount Kenya region. And remember that we have always said that the formula doesn't favor Rigathi Gachagua to be the presidency or to take the flag bearership of the opposition. So the greatest dependence of Rigathi Gachagua is to get a majority of the seats, especially from the Mount Kenya region. He's aiming to get governors, MPs, and senators in the DCP party in the Mount Kenya region. But if Matiangi comes in with Jubilee Party, then he's going to attract members of a lot of members to his side. Mtu mwatakuwa ananyimwa ticket in the DCP party, anakimbia kwa Jubilee. Mtu ananyimwa Senate ticket, and sometimes even those candidates are popular. If they are denied a chance in DCP, they'll have a chance to run in Jubilee Party, which will be equally popular in the Mount Kenya region. And that one can really take a lot of seats from the DCP party, including the MCS and the members of parliament positions, which is a position that a lot of members in the position or the DCP party don't feel comfortable with. But listen, I'm going to tell you what to think about Fred Okengo Matiangi's move to join or to be declared the presidential candidate of the Jubilee Party, and also to get the support of the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, because also that's a move that comes with resources. Remember that if Uhuru Kenyatta and Jubilee Party is going to support Fred Okengo Matiangi, Uhuru is a person who has run for presidency twice. He has that muscle over resources. He can attract people to come out and support the campaign of Matiangi, which can also get a very great boost, because in politics, campaigns is also very key. If Matiangi gets those resources from the Uhuru Kenyatta's family and also from the supporters, from the persons who supported, the billionaires who supported Uhuru Kenyatta in the 2 times he won presidency, then Matiangi is going to be also one of the strongest candidates, which makes the matrix even more complicated. If the opposition drops Matiangi, then Matiangi greatly impacts into their voting blocks. If they don't give him the flag bearership, then they should confuse, or they should convince the entire Matiangi and the Jubilee leadership to take the running mate position. That's how complicated this matrix is. You can tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll take my time to read and give you a response. And in case politics what you like, this way should be, remember to subscribe, like, and drop a comment in the comment section about our today's analysis. Otherwise, listen, man, have a nice day whenever you are.